Yeah.
So talking about courage, where did you find the courage to step out and become that entrepreneur? Where did that courage come from?
So, a couple things. I think in that particular case, it was a little easier for me than for some folks. Some folks, I think, really enjoy their comfort zone. I have always been somebody that believes that nothing good happens inside of your comfort zone, no growth. And I am always trying to improve in every area, do better. And sometimes it's exhausting. Sometimes I wish I was a good enough type person where I could just be like, oh, good, I've arrived. I'm just going to stop. I'm going to coast for the rest
Right.
of my life.
Right.
It's not me. And I'm also, rule breaker comes to mind, but I hate to use that in a negative sense. I don't accept the answer, this is the way we do it because we've always done it this way.
Yeah.
That does not fly with me. What if there's a better way? What if somebody comes in with fresh eyes and says, have you thought of this? And in a lot of corporate America, that doesn't happen. It's very much sit down, do your job with the tools we give you and don't ask questions. And that does not, it's not the way that I am. So I didn't fit in the box anyway. I was already kind of half out of the box, just from those character flaws, if you will. I think a big component of the courage piece for me was somebody told me I can't, and other people told me I shouldn't. And apparently I'm just a rebel or a petulant child. I'm not sure which, but that helped kind of scoot me out either. But the other, and I use this with a lot of stuff that when I'm making these decisions, is what is the worst that can happen? And it's not to discourage me. It's not to be a doomsdayer or negative. It's really a reminder of is anybody going to die if I do this? You know what I mean? Is anybody in mortal danger? What is the worst that can happen? Well, I emptied my 401k to do this. I could lose everything I've saved for retirement. That would suck. It would be awful, but it's money and I can make more. Right. And I don't mean to oversimplify it, but it's a resource. Sure. You can't take it with you when you go. You don't know what's going to happen. I could start saving for retirement and get hit by a bus when I'm, 45, and retirement's obsolete at that point, right? Nobody knows. And so if the answer to what's the worst that can happen is something I can live with, then it becomes a pros and cons. Does this thing excite me and drive me? And am I passionate enough about it to be willing to take that risk? The answer is yes.